ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Horizon 2. As you can see, I now have the ropecaster again. So a new weapon, some kind of spear throw weapon. I also upgraded my outfit. We got a new one. It's level 2 and the bow is now level 3. You can buy weapons. It just is a different icon than it usually is. So it confused me for a bit. Oh, this is the free one I got. Yeah, that's my normal one. That's the free one. This one I'm wearing. I did that tall neck thing. What am I doing here?
That device is blinking. I guess Silence wants me to check it out.
Hello?
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance.
Alright.
Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead. A perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades. In order to render it cooperative, tell her what we've discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Back to that, are you? Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for where to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out.
Dumb.
Bastard. I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb. Might be worth looking around more first.
No.
Well, I better see where this trail leads.
Oh, this is the orb. This taking a long time though. Finally, I need one of
Here
these.
I am, following along after Silence like a fool. Tricked me. His lance and steal Hades.
Don't make that noise.
Crazy AI that wants to kill everything.
Makes me feel bad.
Just let me do the same thing and destroy it. Now I'm gonna have to put up with all this self-righteous bull.
Like, I don't think these are gonna come back alive. I doubt it. But I like that they're all here. What is that? A bird. Calm down.
It's on to me.
Don't mind me. I could dodge that. I was wrong.
Urgent. Didn't expect to see anyone else out here.
I wonder what that was.
Might be
Oh,
his early
there.
supply.
What's Honora doing this far west? Ah, no matter, no matter. I can get you stocked up for the wild.
Thank Thank you. What a nice man. Oh, Frost Ninja Bow. Ooh. I'll take it for now. Oh, I can sell this? Oh, thank gosh. Yes. I don't know, I really like this. I think I'll have this one. I didn't want to get to upgrade station. I didn't sell anything. That's not a lot.
Simon must be pretty confident he's found a backup of Gaia, but how? Every
Don't know.
place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So what did Hades tell him?
Maybe he has the backup, Hades. Could be wrong.
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside.
There's just so many mines in this game. Let's see. Oh, there's 4 of them. Oh, okay, this is it. We're doing this one. Oh, yeah. I'm glad we found another good one.
Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Silence used that machine to haul his prize.
Oh.
That must be the orb Silence stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or Zero Dawn. Come on, Hades. You still in there?
Huh?
Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the Aloy. Come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Sylens asked you where to find a backup of Gaia?
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Right. Because that would have been easy. What did Sylens do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him?
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function migrated to coordinates based on data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Yeah, didn't think so. Do you know where Sylens went?
No. He departed 12.8 days ago. Perhaps he... Data error. Behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great. Do you know why Sylens dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is square. Data error, memory structures disintegrated. My deathbed. He called it my grave.
But you... I guess I'll find out when I go inside. Sylens questioned you about the mysterious signal? The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are deluded. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out plans to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times. Hades extinguished life.
What? You remember this?
Yes.
So? That's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Master override arms. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so... all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right, of course. You're just trying to save the world too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing, but yes. So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
You mentioned you've been busy.
Exceptionally busy.
But not so busy you couldn't teach Tanakh the rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial, Silence.
Take it any way you want.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Farrow wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Farrow could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her subordinate functions. Everything needed to reboot the system. Restore control over the terraforming system, save life on Earth. And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First things first, Aloy. Last I checked, you still had a super-intelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. Go get a backup.
Alright. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Silence, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Silence, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
I'm surprised that we killed Haiti this early in the game. I thought it was the main part of the game. I guess I was wrong. I don't think it's this easy though.
Hold for identiscan.
Something's gonna happen.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Silva. Please step inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
In luck? The door is completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through.
How?
If you'll be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Osram call them fire gleam. They're combustible. Not nearly powerful enough to blast through a door like that.
But maybe just enough to jolt it open a bit more.
Exactly. It will only work with an igniter. I'm sending you the schematics now. To build it, you'll need some machine parts and the oil from a kindleweed plant.
Of course.
That only grows underwater, but you should be able to find some at the nearby lake. The parts are more complicated. You'll need a spark coil from within a Leap Lash's power cell. Remove the power cell before you kill the machine, or else it'll break.
Got it. Okay, now where's its power cell? There's the power cell. I can tag it in my focus display. It's about to get loud.
Ow.
That'll help. I'll have to detach it before the machine goes down.
Alright. I'm just in the plants. highly doubt I'm gonna go looking for
Deepwater
this a
kindling.
lot.
Check. Now I just need to build this thing.
There's a workbench near the entrance to the facility.
Oh, so I have this forever now.
From your
Oh, it's
time
on these
tinkering with
things.
Hades.
Tinkering. More like extracting invaluable data.
I wonder what that one part is I'm missing for it to upgrade it to level 2 for my outfits. I'll just sell that off and off. Claws of Razor Tail. Razor Tail. Oh.
There. Should be able to use this to blow up that fire gleam now.
Indeed. A useful combination. It's how I detached the processing orb from the horse in the first place.
Great.
I'd step back if I were you.
Please stand to your work.
Finally. I think I'm in.
Then by all means, proceed.
Bet I could use this igniter if I find more places with fire gleam.
Focus on the task at hand, Aloy.
You're so mean. Wonder if anyone sells those parts instead. Do I know where that even is? Those are the bird things, right?
This place is flooded. And there's another gene-locked door on the other side. That's where any Gaia backups would have been stored. I have to find a way to get over there.
And I will.
Well, this is familiar. Making my way through ancient crumbling ruins while you spy on me from my focus.
Stop waxing nostalgic and concentrate on finding a backup.
Huh. Where would I find a backup?
My bowcaster might come in handy here.
Okay, I'll go do that then. Oh gosh. Where am I going? Oh, I see.
might be a good idea to drop that ladder.
Yeah.
Door's locked. But there's some kind of device next to it.
Oh, what's this? I want it. It's mine.
Energy cell.
I had to do this, for the giraffe thing. It was weird.
That did it.
There really isn't. Before there was no puzzles to get there, so I was really confused. How I would get up there. Oh, there you go. Maybe when we don't we'll try to find those flying things. No.
What was this room for? Looks like there is another console that needs power. This console shut down.
Huh. Oh, I see. At least these crates work way more smoothly than that Plague Tale Records or whatever. Kabloom. I would assume that we're going after all the other systems after we're done here, if we do find Gaia. Oh, I get it now. This one over here though, what's it this one do? Huh. Do. What's that sound? Careful, I need that. Here we go. And up we go. Huh? Oh, wrong one. Hopefully next episode I'll have the upgraded version for level 2.
Elizabeth. And Travis Tate.
Probably having a fun time.
Boy!
Oh,
I tell you, Liz, what I just done gonna make you love me. I I just imagine them far zenith rapscallions opening this fake Gaia we made for him. And I thought, what this really needs is a signature.
This isn't a prank, Travis.
I know. All I did was just script a couple of avatars. A little you, a little me. To deliver our message of doom, real personal-like.
Would you just send it?
As soon as it's done compiling, then you and me should celebrate. I brought party fixins, pizza rolls, absinthe, a couple of hacky sacks.
I'm heading back to Bryce as soon as this is done.
Color me confounded, Liz. How is it that someone like you, paragon, damn near saint, could love this world so damn much, but no one in it? I mean, have you ever even had a friend?
Compile complete. Compile, Baron Promise. Ready for transmission.
If you would, please.
Logic bombs off. Here it comes, farts nuts.
Just keep being the best of me there, Travis.
Always admire you from afar, Liz. It's where my mama's grave. Here she was religious.
Travis was wrong. Elizabeth was trying to make sure life had a future. She cared about everyone.
I'm not so sure. The exceptional walk a path of solitude, Aloy. As you and I are well aware of.
Well, bye, didn't mean to go here. Wait, what did I just do? So now I'm here. Ah.
Don't think my polecaster can latch onto that from here. I'm gonna have to jump.
Okay.
I can't make that jump. But if I glide...
Oh yeah, oh, okay, thank gosh.
There's more of the facility over there. I better take a look.
Yeah.
What's in here? There's another locked door.
Warren.
There's that console next to it. Looks like this is connected to the door. It needs a code to open.
Balls, dude. How loud is it out there? Outside the noise dampening field? 150 decibels.
Well, I guess we got privacy. What's the hap, Trav?
You and me go back a ways. But I never saw you cheat no one. Why start with Farzini?
I was gonna tell you about it. They get a copy of Gaia, I get a spot on the Odyssey. But I told them I said make it 2 spots, because I'm bringing my friend Trav.
Gosh, Hank. Sounds like the dampening field done slipped. You alright? No, I'm cool. Okay, got a personal field right here, see? Now, I know your ears ain't working so well just now. But see that text transcribing every word I say? Good. While I dial the music out there up to 170 decibels, how about you type in that transmit code? There you go. And that's all of it? Cool. Thank you, Hank. We're done. Security? Hank Shaw is ready for collection. No, he's still breathing. Might want to bring a spatula, though.
Could try my focus, see what it picks up.
Balls, dude. How loud is it out there?
Outside the noise dampening field? 150 decibels.
Data
Well,
here.
I guess we got privacy. What's the hap, Trav?
You and me go back a ways. But I never saw you cheat no one.
And one of them has a number.
Why start with Farzini?
What is this? It's in 482. Seven, 4, 8, 2.
There we go.
Boy oh boy, I'm hungry. Episode's almost done though, I can wait a couple more minutes. What's up here?
There's the door. Getting close.
Right. Oh, so I forgot to hold that. Gosh, that scared me. What are you doing?
Okay, so
Hold for identifier. Profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Reading Mr. Soda. Please step inside.
that thing is huge. It looks like the power's off, except for that console. It's damn huge.
Look at.
Profile confirmed. Greetings, Mr. Sobek. Security activated. Recluse fire.
I do.
Activated.
Okay, powering it up. That doesn't sound good.
It appears to be unstable and very heavy. Be careful.
At least I've got power. And there's data here. Looks like this recluse spider thing is a testing apparatus for Gaia and Hades. I better take a look at that access panel.
Yes, get to it.
This one? Oh, I was gonna touch it anyway. I was waiting.
Okay. I think both circular pods are repositories. One loaded with Hades backups, the other with Gaia.
What are you waiting for?
Hades is down, but the Gaia repository is stuck.
So unstick it.
Maybe I can shoot the coupling on the arm.
I just did.
I need to detach the cable from the arm's coupling. Yeah, well, now that it's down, I should be able to access that pod.
What? Oh, fine then. Oh, that's a pod? I thought it was like a chainsaw thing.
Got one. Two, in fact.
I was starting to get worried.
We're playing that.
90% memory free.
That can't be right. Gaia was a vast super intelligence. It barely expected us. No subordinate functions.
It's not a full backup.
No. More like a seed.
I knew
which
it.
Gaia's mind could grow if it had sub-functions with which to form a heuristic matrix.
So it's useless?
I'm afraid so. Without sub-functions,
Ugh!
I'm glad I was able to call this.
For what? Nothing?
Maybe saving the world is too big a task for any one person. Even you.
Wait. It's useless without subfunctions, but there are subfunctions out there.
The original ones. Scattered to the winds when Gaia blew herself up. They could be anywhere. You can't find them in time. Even if you did, the mysterious signal mutated them just like Hades. You have no idea.
But I do. A good one. If it works.
It was with her. You found Minerva, but it won't connect.
It's close. Mountains west of Plainsong. Close enough for me to go get it. I was hoping to find all the subfunctions, but one's enough to get started, right?
It is. Recover Minerva. One could use it to launch Gaia's heuristic matrix.
And when she's conscious, she helps me find the other subfunctions. I go gather them.
And rebuild her piece by piece. Very clever.
Still think I can't save the world on my own?
What's that?
Yes, well, about that.
Alert! Intruders! Alert!
Aloy, I need you to listen closely. These intruders want the same thing you do. Gaia reborn. It's why they're here.
Friends of yours?
No. They don't know me. The data pulse I transmitted indicated that a Gaia backup could be recovered here was anonymous. Now, they're very powerful, but they won't harm you. Not when they see who you are, what you are. A clone of Elizabeth Sobek, a genetic key with which they can reboot Gaia and rebuild the system. They need you.
I warned you, Simons.
For once, Aloy, submit to the inevitable. Open the hatch.
I'm so interested now. Oh, wait, that episode of this though.
Save life on Earth, then I track you down and end yours!
I'm trying to help you here.
Don't break it. Oh my gosh. We've an extra one.
There. New focus, spyware free. Okay. Think. I don't care how powerful they are. The only thing that can open that hatch is me. Question is, can I find another way out?
Who are these people? I'm interested.
Not much, but maybe it's a way out.
Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Sobak. Please step inside.
I don't know who it is. How did they get my DNA? They're flat. What? In the world?
Looks promising. Beta.
What are these? I don't want. Okay, I usually want to fight everything. I don't want to fight that. They're the kids. They're the robot kids from the first one. Oh, that's so cool, right? It's I may be wrong. I may be completely wrong.
Do we have it? Fantastic. Did the pulse originate here?
Has someone?
Something wrong?
Shit!
Spectres, Beta.
What the? What? Ha!
Well, any idea what the hell a clone of Elizabeth Sobek is doing here?
Maybe Gaia made one when it destroyed itself, a Hail Mary to repair the system.
Don't like the sound of that. Nah, don't like it. Don't
Who?
want it.
What?
But the
Nope. One's enough trouble. Eric.
Yeah.
Yeah. Care to do a little downsizing?
Sure.
A, your costumes look
she
fabulous.
sent
Who's the
people?
designer?
Then that was foolish.
Two.
of her.
Is Elizabeth still alive?
Got what we came for. So let's put it to use.
This looks so cool. Like, what the heck are these people? Why haven't I seen them before? There's so many questions, but hey, I'm gonna kill this man.
A lot of necks in VR, but that certain tremor as life fades from the eyes. Ooh, no hollow quite gets it.
Keep flapping your mouth. Makes a nice target.
You actually think that primitive crap you got there can hurt me?
I don't know. Shoot him. Oh, I guess I can't.
This is gonna be fun.
I hope I get one of those outfits. Spear.
I'm not hurting him. I need a way out of here.
Come here, so I can watch
Maybe
you
if I
suffer.
Can you pull the processor down? I gotta use that console to make it drop more.
But all good things must come to an end. Isn't that right, little mouse? Don't need!
Now I can break the cover and pull the thing.
So I can't pay attention right now. This is so cool.
This is what well played.
Where'd he go?
You got spunk, girl.
Here we go.
Come on! Shoot it there! Not that, Rig! Quit fooling around! Yeah. I got a smell. Gonna enjoy watching the life drain out of you.
Oh, thank gosh.
Reckon that thing ain't gonna help, girl.
I think it is. Watch as I crush you to death with the spider robot.
Come on.
Oh, epic cinematic shot. Oh, what? The power of healing compels you.
Not the same.
I need to shoot the couplings holding up the stem.
The pain makes you feel alive.
The stem's got a few couplings holding it up. I need to cut them all. Looks like there's 2 more couplings on the stem.
Fight me, not that dumb machine.
Just 1 more.
You don't know the hollow.
You mean one more? The counting is off.
If that thing comes down, it's only gonna kill you.
Better than letting you have all the fun.
Ooh. Aww.
God damn it!
I want to take his clothes. Super cool clothes. What is he gonna do? Fly?
What was that? Me killing what you wanted dead. What the hell did you think? The platform collapsed, body went with it. Right. And since when don't you get what you want, huh? Spectres, such.
Oh my. Oh, it's. Oh. I don't think I want to fight that thing. It's so wiggly. Wait, oh, it's not. We're not done yet. Alright then.
Shit!
swim. Go down. Ooh. Down, down.
How to get out of here?
There. Get on this thing. That was weird. That's not good.
Spectres aren't giving up.
I'm Batman.
Swim fast.
Ow, ow, ow. Oh, I'm very low in health. At least they won't hurt me. One second. Well, I need more arrows.
Looks like some kind of power room. Currents lead here. Promising.
We finished it.
Perfect.
I thought this, well, this could have went way worse. Oh, never mind, it went way worse very fast. I'm alive. Do we wash up on the beach? On the loading screen? I guarantee you. Fine then, game. Is it you? Oh, it's just you. Who are you? I know, you're Nora. Oh, you're my dad. Never mind. You're dead. Oh, it's you.
I found...
It's okay.
I'm gonna guarantee you anything.
I've got it.
Guy is broken, isn't she? I guarantee you. Hey, where's my helmet? I need it. I look really cool with it.
Hey.
Oh,
It's right here. And the way you were clutching it when I found you, I knew it was important.
Where are we?
An outpost of the Utaru tribe. Not far from where you fell.
How long?
2 days. Aloy?
There's no time. I found something. In the mountains
West of Plainsong. Yeah. Kept muttering it while I carried you. Look, Aloy, whatever it is that you found, you're in no shape.
I will crawl. If I have to.
Okay, fine. But before you do that, there's someone you should talk to. An Utaru named Zoe. And she told me there's been trouble in those mountains. A cave spitting out deadly machines. Can't be a coincidence, right?
Why do we need her? Let's head for the cave.
give me my stick, I'll be fine.
It's in Utaru territory. Her territory. She can help us. We'll see.
I don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty formidable.
Fine. Let's go see this marvelous Zoe then.
What in the world is that?
Roots rot in snow. Still the seed rises as certain as stone.
So?
There's a root. She's in the middle of something, whatever.
She should be in bed.
Aloy doesn't really do should.
You're so right. Varl said I should talk to you. About the machines. In the mountains west of Plainsong.
I am a grave singer. My place is here. We can talk once you've healed.
Oh, lady, I'm gonna have to beat you up then.
What's wrong with it?
Her. Her name is Ray, not it. She's one of our land gods. And she's dying.
Not just dying. She's suffering.
Her condition is not your concern.
So, if anyone can help, it's Aloy.
May I?
How dare you? If you want me to take apart a machine, I can do that. If I heal one? Oh, I guess I can do that too. Alright, sorry, I guess I lied.
So what I'm about to do might look bad. But it will help. Spear.
What kind of machine is that?
I still need to talk. Of
I
course.
just forgot,
But this way.
that's what I thought, lady.
The mountains. West of Plainsong. There trouble out there?
The Utaru have trouble everywhere. Our fields blighted, our settlements abandoned. But the cave in the mountains is the worst of it. It is a sacred place. Fa, another of our land gods, went inside weeks ago, but she hasn't emerged. Killer machines pour out instead, threatening to overwhelm us. It's never happened before.
Wouldn't be your first sacred cave.
You said the tribe has trouble with its fields and settlements.
Yes. Whereas once the land gods harvested endless bounty from the fields, now they sow a poisonous blight. War brews among the Tanakh, so their rebels prowl our outskirts. and the machines grow ever more aggressive, hemming us in, forcing us to desert distant villages. Now they're even coming out of our sacred cave. Many in the tribe fear our days are dwindling.
Wish I could tell you it was better everywhere else.
Not that we're gonna lose hope.
Thanks for taking us in.
Varl's the one that carried you across the wilds.
I doubt anyone else here would have let us in. Or stayed by my side to make sure Aloy was comfortable. We were lucky to find you.
I could say the same thing.
Sounds like you two have been spending a lot of time together.
I wish it hadn't taken an injury to make that happen. I hope you feel better. And soon.
Ray and other machines like her, you call them gods?
Land gods, yes. For generations, they provided for us, seeding and harvesting the fields of Plainsong. Food for all. A miracle of endless bounty.
A farm, run by machines.
More than a farm. A blessed land, providing sustenance for my people. Until the derangement.
So what happened to the land gods after the derangement?
They faltered, year by year. Once they were peaceful. Now they turn on us when we approach, even attack us. They'd always enriched the soil, but for several seasons they've glutted it endlessly with mulch. The fields have turned fetid. A blight that keeps spreading, even beyond our lands. We used to have food for all. Now we barely have enough to feed our children.
Must be over-fertilization. Spread by spores, maybe?
I don't know. That's not even the end of it. Each land god used to visit the sacred cave once a year, but no longer. Without the rituals of renewal, they've fallen apart. Like Ray. They're dying. And my tribe with them.
So the cave is sacred because machines like Ray and the one you call Fa go inside?
Yes. Before the derangement, each land god left the fields and made a pilgrimage to the cave. Always in the same order. Doe first, then Ray, then me, and so on. Spattered with soil from their labors. Each reappeared 2 days later, shining anew. Without so much as a scratch. All soil and ornaments of worship washed away. The tribe celebrated each return as one of the 8 hallowed festivals of our calendar.
But the derangement changed the cycle.
Yes, or so we thought. Over time, the land gods stopped the ritual, becoming crazed and brittle. But 3 weeks ago, Fa trudged inside. The entire tribe lifted their voices in song, praying that the cycle had begun again. Fa has not emerged. What has are machines built to kill?
Are machines being made inside? Like in a cauldron?
Sounds like it. But the way these land gods come and go, it's not like anything I've seen before. You called yourself a grave singer. What does that mean?
To all living things, an end must come. It is my task to ease the passage. I try to bring comfort and sing of the renewal that death sows the way for. But I never thought I would have to sing for one of our land gods. I don't even know if Ray heard me. What you did soothed her more than I ever could.
It's not your fault, Saul. And without the second sight, there's nothing more you could have done.
I need to get into that cave.
What? No one does that.
Well, it's time to make an exception.
It belongs to the land gods.
Look, so... there is something inside there. Something that could solve problems all over the world. The storms, the derangement. Maybe even your broken land gods.
What could possibly do all that?
A spirit?
Yeah. Something like that.
I could journey back to Plainsong. Assemble the chorus. Tell how you soothed Ray. Ask their permission to go inside.
Great. I'll get my things.
I mean, I'm going there whether they say yes or no.
She needs rest.
You don't have to tell me.
I'm fine.
Assembling the chorus will take time. Heal first, then join me.
Fine, I'll heal for 1 minute. 1 minute
Rest.
only.
I got it.
She does not need you to help her heal. You could come with me to Plainsong. Lend your voice to mine as I try to persuade the chorus. It might help her calm.
I'd like to. But I'm afraid she might run off.
Really? Very well. Later then.
Zoe, wait. It's not, that I don't want to go with you. It's just that...
Is that what you were trying to say?
Yes?
Then I look forward to more conversation.
Yeah. Me too. You're supposed to be resting.
Laurel. You should go with her.
I'm trying to, but you are making out.
You trying to get rid of me so you can...
Yes, every time.
No. Not this time.
But I'm lying.
I'll meet up with you in Plainsong when I'm ready.
You sure about this?
Yes. Go. Get out of here.
Okay. Much about the name now. How about we name it the groovy song, the hip song, the disco song, the funkalicious song, stronger than plain song. Who are these three weirdos? Definitely not the robot people, I can tell you that now. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. I'll be back next time with Horizon Zero Dawn.
Okay, all healed up.
My wares will help you on your hunt.
I'm trying to... Do those parts? I was talking about them before. Oh, I thought it said meat bone. I was really very concerned. Oh. You're useless. Oh, I did mention this before. These are, like chest inventory. Oh, good workbench.
From 100.
Wasn't important. Guarantee you. Sky Drifter and Claw Strider. I could definitely do this off my head. Sky Drifter and Claw Strider.
To another. Hey! Another.
Do you have those parts? Oh, and this as well. 25. Which is amazing.
May your arrows.
Also this. I'm gonna go back down to this baby. I need more heals. Oh, and this thing. So this is me. This is where I need to go. So I'm guessing the rest of them are here. Do we need to play 15? Oh, I'm not 15.
So rude.
You,
What do you want?
I don't know. Anything else I can do? I haven't seen them though, so that probably is it. I haven't been able to see them. I guess I'll do all this stuff then. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you next time. Bye bye.